Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Louise and this is week 8 of my reading and writing vlog. I've already done all of my daily morning things. I've done my Duolingo, Animal Crossing, and my morning page. I've also already done my writing for this morning. I got 475 words done today, so that's pretty good. Especially considering I haven't done a whole lot of writing this last week. If I keep up pace of the 400 plus words a day, I can catch up to where I'm supposed to be at the end of the month. But I am going to do something just a little bit different this week. I've decided that I really need to catch up on a lot of my reading, and in order to do that, I'm going to be doing a random spin generator challenge for how many hours I'm going to be reading this week. So for today and tomorrow, the 19th and 20th of February, being a Monday and Tuesday where I do have to work in the evening, I'm going to be doing a random spin between 1 and 5 hours, and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I'll be doing between 5 and 12 hours, just to kind of allow more time for me to read during those days. So I'm going to go ahead and spin for today, for Monday. I don't think I want to do just 1 hour. You know what? I got it twice in a row. I think I'm just gonna have to go with the 1. So I'm gonna read for 1 hour today, and I'll spin this wheel again tomorrow, and then I'll do the 5 through 12 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Alright, so that's Monday. That's 1 full hour of reading. I read about 30 pages, which is less than I would usually do, but I'm also kind of, I'm tabbing the book as I'm going, and I'm making notes as I'm going as well. So that does take a little bit longer. I'm kind of hoping that tomorrow I get more hours, because just 1 hour isn't a whole lot of time, but I know that if I get more hours, then I'm going to have to make sure that I do plenty of reading after work too. At least Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's going to be a lot easier to be able to read however much I want. But that's all for Monday. I'll be checking back in tomorrow. Okay, so today is February 20th. It is day 2 of week 8, and I have already done all of my daily things, including my morning page, as well as my Duolingo and my Animal Crossing. My daily word count for today was 450 words, and now I'm just going to do the random spin wheel to see how many hours I'm going to be reading today. Honestly, I hope it's another 1 or 2 hours, because yesterday after I finished my reading, I decided to start playing Dark Souls, and I've gotten further in Dark Souls than I've ever gotten before, so that was kind of exciting. Okay. Why couldn't I have gotten 5 hours yesterday? It's funny that yesterday I got the 1 hour twice. I had spun it once, because of course I was going to do that, and then when it landed on 1, I was like, I kind of want to read more than that, so I span it again. But yeah, 5 hours, that's a long time. It's almost 10 o'clock now, so that would be me reading until 3 o'clock without taking any breaks. I'll probably have to do the rest of my reading tonight when I get home from work, but I'm going to do as much as I can this morning. Alright, so this is the hour check-in. I've read about, I think, 28, 29 pages over the last hour. I'm just really enjoying everything about this book. It's really good. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get back into it. Okay, so it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have 3 hours and 23 minutes almost that I've gotten through. I'm gonna have to do the other hour and a half after I get home from work because I have to start getting ready for work now. So yeah, but I'm on page 323, so I have read quite a lot today already. I've read 100 pages. That's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and finish doing my 5 hours when I get home from work. Alright, so I am home from work and it is almost 9:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my reading done. I think I have another hour and a half that I have to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back into reading The Way of Kings. I've really been loving this book, so. Okay, that is a full 5 hours. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired, but I think that's because I worked today. Anyways, I ended on page 375, so I read over 150 pages just today. I'm really, really enjoying this book. I'm so glad I've finally gotten around to reading The Way of Kings. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. The random wheel spin generator thing, I'm going to have choosing between 5 and 12 hours, kind of to make up for the fact that I just didn't have the time to do that today and yesterday. And so I'm going to be checking in again tomorrow. Okay, so it is February 21st. It is day 3 of week 8. This morning I got 309 words done. It's almost 11:30 and I'm getting a very late start today because the DLC for Elden Ring was announced, the trailer came out, and I am just so excited, and all I want to do is sit and play Elden Ring right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the random number wheel, and I'm going to see how many hours I'm going to be reading today, and then I'm going to listen to an audiobook instead of physically reading and play Elden Ring. That way I can get some reading done and also play my video game. Honestly, it kind of feels like cheating, but what I'm going to be reading or listening to is going to be On Writing by Stephen King. And I've got the physical copy of the book, obviously, but I also have the audiobook. So I'm going to be listening to that, and it's just kind of a reread for me. But I think it's a 9-hour audiobook, 9.5 hours. So yeah, I'm interested in rereading it anyways. I'm kind of hoping that I get 10 hours so that I can listen to the whole thing today. But if I don't, then I don't. Considering how late it is, like, this is the latest I knew I could start this, because if I get the 12 hours, then I'm gonna end up reading until, midnight, probably later. So I have to spin that wheel though. Alright. And I do not have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. It starts with 5 and ends with 12. So this is just to guarantee that I get plenty of time to read. Okay, 7's doable. I was really afraid that I was gonna hit on 12. But 7 hours of reading is pretty doable. I can do that. Alright, so I'm gonna be reading for 7 hours today. And I think I'm gonna be doing that on audiobook, like I've already mentioned, and playing my video game because I've just kind of really been craving it today. So I'm gonna get started on that.
Simon & Schuster Audio presents On Writing, a memoir of the craft, 20th anniversary edition.
Okay, so I'm at 5.5 hours. So I have 1.5 more hours that I have to read. I have actually, it's like 4 hours ago that I decided to speed up the audiobook so that I could listen faster. And it just so happens I have exactly an hour and a half left in the audiobook, so that's really cool. In the book, I'm on page 238 right here. So that's like most of the way through. So I should be able to finish this relatively soon at like 11. Also, my head kind of hurts. Listening to Stephen King talking is just... He's a bit of a slow talker, slow narrator. That's why I sped up the audiobook. But it's like 9:30, and the only reason why I don't have this done yet is because there was kind of a fire scare, like a mile or two up the road. So I kind of took a break from reading for a few hours. I am trying to get this finished though, so just another hour and a half.
Audience network, and it's like we brought a stadium show to a coffee house, but that's okay. It's great and it's crazy and it's...
Okay, so it is February 22nd. It is day 4 of week 8. Yesterday, I read the entirety of On Writing. I think I listened to the first hour of the audiobook at regular speed, and then I listened to the rest of it at 1.4 times speed. And it kind of turned out to be exactly 7 hours I spent reading. It was actually like 7 hours and 10 minutes or something. But I was like, I'm not going to leave 10 minutes left in this book. There is a part of the book that the audiobook doesn't go into, and that's Stephen King's and Furthermore sections. Those sections just talk about books that Stephen King had read during certain periods of time. At the point that On Writing had originally been published in like 2000, 2001, he had a list of about 100 books that he had read over the last 5 to 10 years. And then for the 10th anniversary edition, he had another 100 books or so. And then for the 20th anniversary edition, which is one that I have, he added another 100 books or so. In that second group, though, he had a couple of Dan Simmons books, and one of them was The Terror. And I saw that in the list, and I was like, yeah, that's just right up Stephen King's alley. I absolutely understand that one. Please ignore my hair. I just took a shower, and I'm just cold, so. Anyways, today, my writing. I got 381 words today, so that's done. And now all that I have to do is spin the wheel. It is 11:07, and like this is the latest I need to be spinning the wheel because 12 o'clock is probably when I'll be finished reading. I do want to add that last night when I was going to bed, I did read another chapter of Northanger Abbey, so that was like another 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes. But I'm just trying to kind of read a chapter of that every night. Okay, so again, this is 5 to 12. I just really hope that doesn't land on 12 or 11. I just don't want it to land on like these ones right here. Everything else is fine. Maybe not the 10s. I don't want to land there either. I have to read at least 5 hours though. I think tomorrow I'll probably put it between like 3 and 8 hours, so I don't have to be worried about those. I was so scared I thought I was gonna hit 10. I was genuinely worried there for a second. I'm gonna do something similar today that I did yesterday, and I'm going to listen to the audiobook for The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. I've been wanting to read that for a while, and it's actually included in Spotify Premium. So that is 5 hours and 17 minutes long. I'm probably going to listen to that and play some video games and then finish up that last 45 minutes reading something else. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started on that.
Harper Audio presents The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. A book about hope and a...
So I finished listening to The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. I'm not gonna do a full review for it because I didn't really care for it very much. I'd give it like 2 stars out of 5. Like, ultimately, I agree with the conclusions that he came to philosophically, but the way that he got to his conclusions, I just didn't care for. So, I don't know. I didn't really care for it. It was okay, but I'm only at 5 hours and 16 seconds, so I still have to do another 45 minutes of reading. It's already 11 o'clock, which means I only have like an hour to do my reading. Of course, I can just stay up late and do my reading, but I don't want to do that. I like to sleep. I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish my reading on my Kindle, just to kind of chill, I think. So I'm gonna do that. I'm so tired. I'm going to bed. Okay, so it is Friday, February 23rd. It is day 5 of week 8. I have already done my writing for the day. I got 351 words this morning, which means that I do need to do my spin wheel so that I can see how many hours I'm going to be reading today. It is almost 10:30, so reading for 12 hours straight is doable, especially because I already know that I'll take, an hour and a half to just like not read. Those are the times I tend to eat, So I'm gonna go ahead and spin this wheel. Okay, I'm still kind of afraid of like down here, so. Okay, another 6 hours. I thought I was gonna land on 10. That was kind of scary for a whole second there. Okay, so I've got another 6-hour day ahead of me. I think I'm going to continue reading The Way of Kings. So I'm obviously not going to be doing audiobook today, but I am excited to continue The Way of Kings. But yeah, 6 hours. I can do 6 hours again. I've been making sure to do the spin before noon. That way I can kind of prepare for the worst. If I got the 12 hours, I was going to just die. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started for today. So I just finished the second intermission for The Way of Kings. I've got a little over 3 hours left. Still have like 3 hours and 15 minutes left, so let me do that. Okay, so I realized that I never did an outro for this video, but as a little summary, I ended up listening to 2 full audiobooks. I read probably about a third of The Way of Kings, and I think 10 to 20% of Northanger Abbey. I read for over 24 hours total throughout the week, so I am really proud of that. That was a huge accomplishment. I was successful each of the 5 days that I wanted to do the random spin number generator thing, but I definitely had fun doing this, and I definitely see myself doing something like this again. But yeah, I think I did my writing every day, except for Saturday, which was yesterday. I did my Duolingo, I did my Animal Crossing stuff, but yeah, I feel really good about this last week. I just need to put more effort into reading, I think. It's what I really need to do. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. If you're interested in what I have to say about any of these books that I read in this video, except for The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. I didn't really care for that one. But I will be doing a full video for my review for On Writing. And whenever I finish Northanger Abbey and The Way of Kings, I'm going to be doing review videos for both of those as well. So if you're interested in those videos, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!